Feels like I'm going insane, yeah.
It's a thief in the night to come and grab you and creep up inside you when you see me. A disease of the mind that can control you.
Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Richmond and thank you for joining the video. So I thought I might document this. If you can't tell, I am making like a little garden bed. I actually have 2 of them. So I got 16 of these bricks and I was going to put them all in one side, but I didn't realize that one side, don't mind pipe in the background, that one side was going to be small. So I just split them in half and I'm going to put some of my plants over here, some of my plants over there. I wanted to document this because I think what I want to do is every week come out once a week and give you an update on what's going on with the plants. So this would obviously be the very first week and I'm going to show you the before. So you'll get to see what the beds look like. You'll get to see what seeds that I got that I'm going to be planting, and then you'll get to see once I've turned the soil, because that is going to look different when I'm done with all of the mixing. I got some potting soil, I got some fertilizer. So once I'm done mixing it and turning it a little bit more, it'll look a lot different. Over here, Piper, come on now. Over here, I think is going to be a little bit more time consuming because it's a lot more rocky than over here. It's a lot drier and it's a lot more rocky. When we had our bunny, she stayed here, so sounds gross, but it probably has a lot of bunny urine soaked up into it over the last few months. And then rain, of course, is a lot right there when it was raining a lot. And then over here, I think this side gets most of the sunlight. Because I was trying to figure out when I was trying to set up the beds which side I wanted to put it on to get the most sunlight. I think it's that side because it's so much drier than this side over here. So I'm wondering if whatever I plant over there, if that grows better than what's over here. So we might have to see. But like I said, I want to kind of record once a week and just kind of show you. I know the first couple of weeks is going to be pretty boring. Like weeks probably 1 through 4. Or at least 1 through 3 are probably all going to look the exact same. Yeah, so we'll see if that one grows better than that one or not. But anyway, this is like before I get it all mixed together, I'm going to finish stirring up the actual dirt first, and then I will show you the potting soil and the fertilizer that I bought, as well as all of the different seeds that I want to plant. And then I can mix all the stuff together, and then I'll show you in which place I put which item. So that'll actually help me as well when I go back to figure out, like, because I'm going to write the names on each of the bricks if you see there, but I'm worried that it might wash off when it rains. To be on a farm and you have to use the horn to get the goats to move. Anyway, I'm going to put the names on the bricks, but if it rains and washes them off, then this video, I can always go back and look at it and see where I put everything. So, I will be back and hopefully it'll be less chaotic then. Okay, so, this is the little bit of progress I've made. I stirred it up a little bit. It's soaked because I literally could not get it up. It was like little chips of dirt here and there. And then my boyfriend said just put water on it, so that's what I did, and that's why that one looks like that. But I'm gonna mix this plant food and this potting mix into it. So this is like a fertilizer, and then this is just basically like soil, but I guess it's got a little bit of like vitamins and stuff like that to help it. So I'm gonna mix that into both of those, and then hopefully that'll make it look a little better too, but it'll help get the ground, here we go, move please, help get the ground like prepared, since this is not the bestest of soil. That over there was a lot of like clay type stuff too, I noticed, so that is a little concerning, but we will we'll see. So let's go ahead and mix it all in, and then I'll show you what it looks like after. So I don't know if I'll be able to use this right now. because I was reading the directions, and if you see here for outdoor plants, it says to apply over leaves and stem. It does say soak the soil as far as the branch, like the branches like extend. I'm not entirely certain what that means. But it's saying that it should go on the leaves and stems, so I'm worried that if I put this in the soil now, before they've even budded, that it might actually ruin the soil. So I might not be able to use it. Okay, hopefully this angle works. I'm trying to do it so I can have both hands to show you what I'm doing, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, so I have 3 things per like little box. I didn't realize that I'd gotten 6 exactly, but that's going to work out perfectly. I am going to write on the actual bricks, like the little rocks, these things right here, this one, yeah, what each thing is. So I brought a Sharpie with me, and I went ahead and laid out every item where I wanted them to go. I did them based on the length of time it took for them to harvest. So over on this side we have cucumbers, which were 60 days, and then the peppermint, which was 85 days. So those 2 are my longest. And then I just put the zinnias over here just because the other 3 things were vegetables. I really wanted the vegetables to kind of be together. So I tried to put all the vegetables together as well, if I can line that up with the days to harvest, and it just happened to work out. And then the zinnias, I don't really care if there's a couple of flowers that are growing before I get my cucumber and my peppermint. So here's what I'm going to do. They each have their own little section right here. Like I said, I'm just going to make small little sections because we don't want them to run into each other if they're too close. So I actually don't know how big zinnia seeds are. It's been a while since I planted them, so let us find out together. I'll move my thumb, maybe. Oh, they're not too small. Because sometimes you see those? They kind of look like just like little sunflower seeds, kind of like the shells. Because sometimes you open flowers and they're like tiny poppy seeds. So I'm going to take my little shovel here. I think it's called a trowel or something. This one says transplanter, so I don't know. But I'm just going to do like 4 little spots. I'm going to do a little spot right here. And the thing about all of my plants that I'm getting is the deepest any of them were supposed to go was like a ½ inch. So you definitely don't have to be that far into the dirt. So that'll be nice. Okay, so I'm going to do 1. And then I'm going to move a little bit over here. Do my second one. I'm just putting like 2 to 3 seeds per hole, or at least I'm trying to. I know sometimes you'll have a few sneak in, but I'm trying to get just like 2 or 3 because I don't want to have too many and then either none of them can grow because there's too many like racing to the top, or all of them grow and then I just have a surplus that I don't need. Okay, so this right here was my zinnias. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write on this one. This happens to be the first brick. I'm going to write on it zinnia, and I might even put how many days it's supposed to be till harvest, and then maybe even put like today's date. I don't know if that's doing too much, but I thought that might be cool to be like, okay, this is the zinnia spot, and I planted them on this day, and it's supposed to be what, 35 days from now. So I might have to use a small Sharpie though. Piper, you're okay. Alright, so right here we put zinnia, and I pray that it does not get washed off when it rains. We've been having a fair amount of rain lately, and frost and stuff, so I'm hoping the frost is over. It's been decently warm, not like warm, hot, but it hasn't been too cold. Today's the 10th. And then 35 days. And I'll probably put to harvest. Just because I don't know if I were to come back and look at this, that I would understand what 35 days meant. So I know you really can't see, and I'll show you in just a second. I'm also going to, because they're kind of over here also, I'll also just put zinnia. And I don't need to write all that other information because I'm not planting over here on a different date or anything, and it has the exact same days to harvest. So that just lets me know, hey, don't plant here. Like if I were to have to stop or something, hey, don't plant here because there's already stuff here. And I over-explained that, but that's fine. It looks like this. So it just says the name, today's date, and then 35 days to harvest. So that way I can kind of keep track of what's today's date. Okay, I've got this many days, and then this is where I was saying, because I planted some there. So, alright, so I'm going to do the cucumbers and the peppermint, but I think what I'm going to do is I'll just put it on a time lapse if I can get my phone to cooperate, and then I'll show you the package before I put them in, and then I'll just kind of show you quickly putting them in and covering them back up, and then we can move to the other side, and hopefully the other side is less difficult than this side.